What's going on? This is Legend Over, all about the kicks. Subscribe to that channel, put a like on that button. I want to talk about Jada Pekin Smith, Will Smith. I want to talk about Joe Johnson and his wife. Who is the worst wife y'all think? Who's the worst wife? We know Will Smith is worth 400 or 500 million, around there. We know allegedly that Joe Johnson is broke. He have no money. He made $70 million in his NBA career. Time he got done paying taxes, paying lawyers and all that, and paying his ex-wife, he laid him down to 15 million. We're gonna talk about that. We want to talk about Scottie Pippen ex-wife marrying Michael Jordan's son. I know a lot of people saying that it's shady. Only way it's shady is she would have had ties with Michael Jordan. That would have been a situation. Scottie is living his life. He looking kind of crazy, but Scottie living his life. He doing his thing. Scottie Pippen's wife is kind of shady too, keeping in the family. But it is what it is. People find love, they find love, I guess. So I don't really think that's too shady. It's still a little shady, but not too shady. You know what I'm saying? But Jada Pinkett Smith been putting Will Smith on blast for the last year and a half, going on 2 years. She claimed that they've been divorced and separated since 2016. We didn't know nothing about that because in periods of time, it's not really none of our business. We ain't in their bedroom and none of that situation. But she putting all the business out here, man. It's making Will Smith look like a soft, light-skinned dude who don't have no control of his woman. We're not saying we should use violence or anything, but I think Will Smith needs to smack the crap out of her. Gina Pekin is out of pocket. I don't care you for Baltimore, you fake thug and Turbo used to sell drugs allegedly. Putting your husband on blast, you're still married to him. You haven't got a divorce. There's no 50-50 of you splitting with him. Y'all still together. You could be separated. There's plenty of people who've been separated for 15, 20 years and still get together, married, might not stay in the same bed, but they still together. You got a lot of husbands and wives. They don't get along with each other, but they don't want to get a divorce because they don't want to lose their house, or they don't want to lose their money, and they're not able to live the company as that. Then you got some women and dudes who do get a divorce and just let it go. But like I said, man, Will Smith, you need to leave this relationship. You've been with her almost 30 years. I don't know how long she been doing this to you, how she been dissing you, making you feel. I know Will got to be crying, man. This is in public. You got dudes in the hood laughing at you. You got people in the suburbs laughing at you. And you need to stand up for yourself. Like, we already know you would not be smacking any else body but Chris Rock. Chris Rock is a little dude. He's not about that life. And you would have smacked Jay-Z or smacked Ja Rule. It would have been on and on. I'm not saying that Will Smith can't fight, because he did play in the Muhammad Ali movie. But I'm just saying that you will not be smacking them type of dudes, period. So, people pick on who they need to pick on. And I'm not saying that he picking on Chris Rock. Chris Rock did have jokes, but you got to understand he's a comedian. But the Jada Pinkett is out of pocket with that stupid book. I read a little bit of it, and it's just like, you don't need the money. So why you want to put your husband on blast? If you don't want to be with him, divorce him. It's not that hard. It's easy. It's called file for divorce, serve him papers, and get the process started. That's all. Stop making your husband look like a clown out here in these streets, man. And I like Will Smith, man. I like all his movies. I like his TV show. I love his music. He hasn't put out no good music in a while, but he's a legend, man. And we need to start giving our legends their flowers, man. And this personal shit, you could have kept this between you and him, and not had the public look like him like as a clown. So people look at him now, they just see him and laugh at him. You know what I'm saying? But I know Will might not care, but he's gonna have a nervous breakdown, man. Will Smith's gonna have a nervous breakdown, and who knows what he might do? He might take somebody out. You never know, because of Jada Pinkett messing with his emotions and messing with his therapy, man. But like I said, let's get to the next topic. Now we need to talk about Joe Johnson, basketball player, #1 pick in the draft in 1995. He was the Golden State Warriors drafted him. I think he made it on the All-Star team one time. He He just wasn't the player that he supposed to been coming to league. He supposed to been a Kevin Garnett. He supposed to been a Charles Barkley lookalike. He supposed to been a Vin Baker. He didn't receive to that situations. He had a few good seasons in the NBA, but other than that, most of his years to me was trash. I was real disappointed in him. He should have been scoring more points than he did his rookie season. He scored 14 points. He didn't win Rookie of the Year. Um, Damon Stoudemire's um, Mighty Mouse for Toronto won the Rookie of the Year that year. Um, he just didn't paid up to be what he's supposed to be. Um, you know, he had an ex-wife. I don't know how that lasted for 10, 12 years. They got divorced. She took a lot of his money, cars and houses and all that. He married her. Now she's an ex-stripper, porn star. Never seen none of her tapes. Don't know. Don't know how she completely looked from the bottom. Don't even see the top. Don't know how she looked from the bottom. Don't know if she got a butt. If she got anything. He fell in love with that. Don't get me wrong. She's a hustler. She got her own business and all that. But you know, Joe Smith, for me to say, is going through depression. And when you're going through depression, man, you don't really want to do nothing. You may want to commit suicide. You know, you're not happy. You stayed in one place. I feel like the NBA need to do a little bit better guiding these players, man. Not saying you can't tell these players what to do with their money, because people gonna do what they want with their money. But I feel like you need to guide them a little bit more after they retire. Try to give them a job or doing something, or with the team they used to play on, or something like that. Because a lot of these basketball players, they go broke in the next, after they retire, man. They go broke in the next 3 or 4 years, man. It's a lot of them been broke. A lot of them don't budget their money. They don't invest in good stuff. They let their friends want to give them, you know, invest in this, invest in that, and turn around. They get them the money, and the business go out of business. They lose money. It happens to a lot of people, man. You know what I'm saying? Antoine Walker, Iverson, you know what I'm saying? Sweetwell. We could name a lot of players that was big-time stars in the NBA that is bankrupt, don't have no money, and almost homeless. And so Joe Johnson didn't manage his money. Let a lot of people rob him for his money. Mainly his ex-wife, allegedly. And then you marry a new woman that you've been with for 13 years. And she only married you, to be honest with you, because you was a basketball star. Maybe was, you know, you're 6'11", and you was making a lot of money at that time. But when you retire, you know, money changed. You don't have other incomes coming in. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you get stuff, you should buy a lot of property and rent stuff out. You know what I'm saying? So you got money coming in every month. You know what I'm saying? Only certain people know how to manage their money. You gotta be smart when you get money these days, because you could lose money like that and be broke and homeless or not have no money. And these girls, man, they only want you for an opportunity. And like I said, I think she wanted him for an opportunity. Now the money is dry, and now she's doing everything she could to play him. To go on the Ken Round Me show and diss him again and giving other men's massages where you married to him is sad. Because if that happened to me and my wife was out there giving other men's massage on national TV, I'm done with you, period. You know what I'm saying? Like the business Sean got out. For her to put the video out and make him look like a clown out here. But he doing videos too. So it's not like he's sitting home not doing nothing. He's getting paid for some of these videos. Flag TV, they play you for videos. So he getting paid for that. You know what I'm saying? He get paid a lot. But he might be getting paid $10,000 just to do an interview. So he getting money. So I feel like they both gaining off this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is a setup too. But we'll see how stuff goes if he gonna get a divorce or not. But anyway, tell me who you think is the worst wife of 2023. Will Smith, Jada Pekin, or Joe Smith, his wife? Or do you think Scottie Pittman's wife is a clown too? Leave a comment. Let me know. We out. Salute.